As we move into the final week of spring training, the March air is filled with baseball stories and news. Since camp first opened, much of that buzz has surrounded the Yankees' newest pitching sensation, Masahiro Tanaka.
He has a great split that falls off the table. Motion is exactly the same as his fastball motion, which is key, and that's what you need to get those swings and misses.
This week, we will take a closer look at Tanaka, as well as the special relationship between the Yankees and Japanese baseball, dating all the way back to 1934. That year, Babe Ruth took Japan by storm, or maybe I should say barnstorm, when he led a touring team of all-stars through the House of the Rising Sun. While the Yankees have long been a globally renowned sports franchise, they have maintained a particularly special connection to Japan for many decades. In 2004, the team spent the start of the season in Japan, where Hideki Matsui was front and center for his country to see, this time in a Yankee uniform.
How does it feel to be back home?
I feel great.
Good.
Okay.
The prodigal son returns here in Tokyo, and boy, are they revved up for Hideki Matsui's return.
This time it does not feel like I'm actually coming home because I have come here as a Yankee. I have come here to win. And I also look forward to playing in front of Japanese fans because it's going to be the first time in 1.5 years that I'm doing so. So I'm hoping that I can leave them with a good impression.
That was 10 seasons ago. The Yankees, along with the Rays, were welcomed into the Tokyo Dome with open arms. A moment for Japanese fans to witness history right before their eyes. Opening day of the Major League Baseball season made all the sweeter with Japan's most popular player of the day, Hideki Matsui, starting in the middle of the lineup of the world's most storied baseball franchise, the New York Yankees.
The big story the first couple of days in Japan has been Hideki Matsui. People are constantly taking pictures of him. He is the darling of this country, of this crowd, of this week.
Number 55, Hideki Matsui. Let's go, Matsui! Let's go, Matsui!
Matsui hustles in the second with a double.
By signing many Japanese players through the years, the Yankees have maintained a special bond with the land of the rising sun. Fans across Japan have been wearing hats and clothing displaying Yankee pride for years, a tradition that continues to this day and originated with the tour led by the great Bambino some 80 years ago.
We send our scouts to Japan all over the world. I mean, when I first started working here, and then when I was across the table from Mr. Steinbrenner, and then when I started working for him, there's no place in the world that the Yankees won't go to get the best possible players. But knowledge is power, so we sent our scouts over to Japan for the last several years. So you have to prepare yourself and get as much information about the player as possible. You do it through your scouts watching the player. You do it through your secret sources in Japan to find out anything you can know about a player, because there's a lot out there that's not just on the mound. So it has to be a complete decision.
In 2001, Major League Baseball bore witness to the dawn of a new era as Ichiro Suzuki made his debut in Seattle as Japan's first position player and megastar to play Major League Baseball in the United States. His popularity was instantaneous and success immediate. He hit over .340 for 7 straight years prior to his big league debut here, where he promptly won the batting title and hit .350 in his rookie year. He then hit over .300 his next 10 big league seasons, with over 200 hits in each of those years. Quite a career for anyone in the U.S., but no one can match Ichiro's global status, a megastar in Japan and America, with well over 4,000 combined hits.
When you compare numbers to other players, that's when you really think about those numbers. I've always stayed within my own strength, my own power to get those numbers. I don't think, I went out of the ordinary or anything like that to achieve those numbers. It just, when you look at numbers and maybe some of the big names that comes with some of the numbers, then you think, oh, wow, that's a great number.
His hitting style may be a bit offbeat, but obviously it's worked brilliantly for the lefty outfielder.
What I really did was I really had to learn my body and to know what it's capable of and what I can do to change certain things. And so all the things that I thought about and all the things that I tried to do became this movement. And so that's why you see the things that I do. I just tried to, with my body frame, hit the ball further. So those are the things that, since I was little, tried to improve, and that's kind of how it came together.
It started as a dream, but Ichiro has earned legendary status both in his native Japan and here in the United States. Clearly an international icon now in the autumn of his grand career. If Ichiro was Japan's greatest pure hitter, the first true power threat to come over from Japan to the majors was Hideki Matsui. Dubbed Godzilla in his native land, Matsui made a smooth transition from Japanese super slugger to a highly productive Yankee left fielder with a long train of Japanese media following him here.
It was hard to really be conscious of that, to that kind of following. But what I did at that time is I just focused on one thing and just try to do that for the fans and the viewers to enjoy. And what I really focused on was what do I need to do in order to help the team. That was the product of what the fans and the viewers in Japan were able to watch.